Okay, here's a question on the Sanhedrin, the ruling body of elders during Jesus' day. How were men chosen or designated to be part of the Sanhedrin? You mentioned it was 50-50 Sadducees and Pharisees. Was it always that way or just at that particular time? For example, would there ever be a time when one or the other had the majority? So I gave the impression for sure in my sermon that there was a 50-50 split exactly, and that is actually not accurate. The the power balance between the Pharisees and the Sadducees definitely shifted over time. For example, in the Hasmonean period, which existed before Jesus' day, the Sadducees had the power for sure. In fact, the Pharisees were highly persecuted during that period of time. But as we move towards Jesus' day, the balance of power became almost equal. Probably during Jesus' day, the Sadducees had more power since Caiaphas was the high priest and Caiaphas was a Sadducee. The Sanhedrin, the word Sanhedrin means 70, and they get that 70 number from Moses in the Old Testament. Remember, he had 70 elders. So that was the idea. You had 70 people, and then Caiaphas was 71. So if there was a tie, Caiaphas would be the one who broke the tie. But that being said, the Sadducees probably had a little bit, if any, more power during Jesus' day. After Jesus' day, the Pharisees clearly had the most power. So we are dealing in a period of time where the rise of the Pharisees' power to the point where we get to Jesus' day, where it was almost entirely balanced, and then after Jesus' day, the Pharisees had the power. So the only point we were making in the sermon was that it's very interesting that during Jesus' day, the Pharisees and the Sadducees, that Jesus played these two groups against each other during his ministry, but then at the end of his ministry, they came together against him. So we were just making the point and referencing the fact that this was possible because of the balance of power during Jesus' day.